In this video, we'll go through how to register for Baden-Powell University. The registration page is located on the Council's website, which is grandcanyonbsa.org. There are several ways to get to the registration page from this website. The first is to click on the nice large banner here at the top, Baden-Powell University. It's also listed under upcoming events here on the left. And there are links to it under the training menu, as well as on the calendar. Now, I'd like to point out that Baden-Powell University also is known as Cub Scout Leader Powwow. And if you're familiar with Cub Scout Leader Powwow in the past or University of Scouting, what we did a few years ago is take both of those and combine them into Baden-Powell University. Now, one other method you can get to the registration page is to simply type BPU after the slash in the URL there. Now, on the registration page, there is a lot of good information, and I invite you to read through all of it, and it'll answer a lot of questions. There's also a flyer you can print that if you have other leaders in your unit or just other leaders that you know that you'd like to invite and let them know about Baden-Powell University, you can print this flyer and help us spread the word. Now, to register, click on this small register button here at the very bottom of this page. How the registration is set up is you can add more than one person. So if you're in charge of adding all the adult leaders in your unit, you can actually add them all at once and pay for them all together. So it's a very convenient feature. For this demonstration, we're just going to show you how to register yourself, and you would actually use the same method to add one person as you would to register several. So you'll just click on this Add New Participant button and put in your information. You're going to be a participant, and you're going to put in your name and telephone number and email address. Click on Add, and you'll see that your name is now listed under here. Now, there's two things that need to be filled out, and this is an area that some people might get confused by. First thing to do is click on this link here, and it'll ask you just a few more questions, including whether or not you're a participant, and click on Continue, and then it will ask some information about yourself. Put in what position you're in and what type of unit you have. The unit number question isn't required. Neither is the years in scouting or council. It's selected by default, but please select what district you're in and whether or not it's your first time at Baden-Powell University. Click Continue, and you can select whether or not you'd like to attend the pancake breakfast. I highly recommend it. It'll be very delicious. It's $3 here online, or it's $5 at the door. Now, you can also select whether or not you want to buy an additional event patch or event bag. You already receive one of each with registration, so this is only if you want additional to the ones that are already included. Click Continue, and you'll be taken back to that page that we started at. Now, here you can see by this little green checkbox that everything's filled out correctly there. Next, we'll click Continue and be able to select what classes we want. If you added more than one person, you'll see them listed here on the left. Here we just have one person, so we're just going to select classes for us. This is a nice feature. It lets you go down and add which class for each session. So we'll start by session 1. We'll go through and add whichever class for session 1 we'd like to add, and then after you pick that, you click on session 2 and you scroll down and you find what class you want to add for session 2, and you go down the line. One nice feature you'll notice is happening along the bottom is it starts to tell you what schedule you have, and it does that as you go. So every time you add a class, it puts it here at the bottom and shows you your schedule as you register. It's a very nice feature, and once you understand how it all works, it's a wonderfully easy tool to use. Now, you don't have to sign up for a class for every session. We invite you to, but there are other things worth visiting during the lunch hour. And one thing I should mention, different from previous Baden-Powell universities, is you don't have to sign up specifically for a lunch hour. There's just one lunch hour, and it's between 12 and 1. The food available to purchase will be provided by several delicious food trucks, or other food trucks providing delicious food. There's also a lot of great resources on display at the Midway, and we invite you to visit all of them. A lot of great resources for Scout leaders. Now, once you've selected all the classes that you wish to pick, click Continue, and it will take you to the next page. The $3 is added for the pancake breakfast, and everything looks good, so I'm going to click Checkout. You can also, there was a link there to edit if you wanted to go back. Now, I should point out that on the previous page there, if anything was missing, or if there's any fields that were required that were missing, there was a Fix It button. And you can click that and go back to the beginning, and it will show you exactly what you're missing to fill it out. So once you make it to this page, you can fill out the payment information and click on Make a Payment, and you'll receive an email as a receipt. You can print that out, and if you need to have the cost for this reimbursed by your chartered organization, you can take that to them. There's also going to be a lot of good email communication from the BPU staff, and you can contact us through the website here or through the Facebook page, and if you have any questions, we'd be happy to help. And we look forward to seeing you at Baden-Powell University November 7th.